No, let's leave it on. And then we're going to start the stream around quarter after.
Okay.
And we'll just leave this title card up, and we'll let the music play in the background, and we'll hear the folks milling about. And then we'll start it.
Switching gears. Okay. I'm sweating. I'm good, I'm just melting. What's that?
I'll do the
I
same.
think so. Yes.
I don't even think I gave a hug.
Our mics are on. So don't say anything that you want the internet to hear. We're streaming right now. Oh. That's so healthy of you.
Yeah, it tastes really healthy. I don't think she's coming up.
Will you send Corinne a file?
Or up here. There's a couple of pictures. Yeah. Yeah, go down to the end.
Was it my deep stairs?
Maybe.
You are so healthy. I thought I had like sweetener back there, like maple. Hi. So the microphone is on. But I need you to like decide who's going to say what. Don't worry about the side. I'm going to say all of this on the side. But you folks can go through your program. Don't leave that. If you move it, it'll show up on the screen. You can scroll. You can scroll. I mean, you know. As people are joining us today, our parfait bar in the back is open, and so are all of our beverages against the wall. I want to invite everybody to please nourish yourself. Please have a beverage. They're all in the back here. Welcome, everybody. We're happy to see your faces. Are you folks wearing your hats?
You guys, did you get it down my car?
Yeah, it's right behind the stairs.
Are we inviting Fran up?
Yes. For our guests just joining us, we have a parfait bar off to the back here in the corner. We also have beverages against the wall. In the very back, we'd like to invite everybody to please help yourself. Our program will start in 10 minutes. We talked to Wayne, and we're doing it during our dance group performance when we're gifting everybody. Yeah, he'll come up and say a couple of words. Is that okay? Did you want to put that up here? You're fine. Either way.
Perfect.
Welcome, everybody. We have just a few more minutes before we start our program. If you haven't already grabbed any refreshments, we have in the back some specially prepared tea. We've got some, it's a Star Wars theme because May 4th. Go back and read the food. We're doing parfaits. We have dairy-free, we have gluten-free, we have sugar-free, we have options. Please help yourselves, please nourish yourselves throughout our program. We have a special Yoda drink back there prepared by one of our doctors. I know. Okay, we have a couple more minutes. Please grab your refreshments and have a seat.
While we're waiting for the program to start, I have a joke to tell, a Star Wars joke. We're going to be telling some Star Wars jokes. Our first joke is, what was Anakin's favorite meal as a kid? Chicken nuggets and Darth Taters. Thank you.
Oh, this one's a good one. What is Darth Vader's Tinder name? Darth Dater. Thank you.
I love you folks so much. Okay, can you put that under there? I'm gonna start. Maybe you folks could like be models and hold these out. If you want to stand up here. We're about to start the program. I just want to invite everybody to look to the stage here while you're mingling, while you're standing, while you're grabbing your food. We have our two MCs today from Wooch.Ji.Een. They're two of our Wooch.Ji.Een leaders, and they're holding, for the first time, our Native grad stoles that are sponsored by Kwaan, our Chancellor's Advisory Committee on Alaska Native Education. And we'll have these available for students to use. This is the third campus. They have traveled to Sitka and to Ketchikan for our Native grads to use during commencement. And so a lot of beautiful energy has already gone into them. And I just wanted you folks to see, and Woosh.Ji.Een Dance for helping design these gorgeous Native stoles. If any of our Native grads wants to use one, we'll have them in the back, and you folks can pick one up before you head over to commencement. And then after graduation after the graduation exercises over at the rec center, I will try to meet you folks as you're coming out of commencement after the end of commencement. So we'll pick them back up. But this is the first time we're offering Native stoles. So I just wanted to say Woosh.Ji.Een again to Kwaan for sponsoring this for our Native grads to use during commencement ceremonies at all three campuses. So if we could give Kwaan and Woosh.Ji.Een a round of applause, and our beautiful MCs this morning. Woosh.Ji.Een. I think we're gonna start. We have a really nice program created for you folks. Tlinket Keinach Dach Kil Ach Yuchat Duasak, Yeth Nachatsati, Gana Hadi Ka Gitlan Gun Hada Ayachat. My Tlinket name is Dach Kil Ach. It comes from the head of the Nass River. I am both Gana Hadi on my Tlinket side and I'm Gun Hada on my Tsimshian side. I come from Ketchikan and Metlakatla. I'm honored to be here in Aak'w territory. I come from the Tontaquan people from Ketchikan, the people of the sea lion. There's a lot of new people here to Southeast Alaska, so I just want to break down Kwaan, people of, and then Tonta is sea lion. So Tontaquan or Tontaquan is people of the sea lion. So that's where I'm from. And then where you folks are right now, we're in Aak'w territory. And Kwaan, again, is people of, and Aak'w is small lake. And don't let the name fool you. Their territory spans beyond the Juneau boundaries. So I just wanted to say Gunchish. We're gonna start, and before I invite my beautiful MCs to kick off the program, I just wanted to do a couple of quick thank yous. So I forgot my readers. Excuse me as I squint hard at my screen here. Thank you. Do we have do we have readers? Yay, my knight in shining armor. Oh, it's got fingerprints. One moment. Okay, so while I'm cleaning the lenses, thank you so much. I am the Multicultural Services Manager here at the campus. I run the Native and Rural Student Center, and I have the honor of hopefully feeding your students, lifting them up. My door is always open. My office is located right below the cafeteria. I've had many great cry sessions with our students, you know, those papers, late night writing, late night cramming. I'm hoping that I've seen and met most of my students who are here today. Just a little background, how do I get your students' names if I don't know them personally? So I've been here with the university for over 20 years. I think 24 years is gonna be my 24th year this year. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm sweating. It's a long time. And where was I going with this? Okay, coming back. So located below the cafeteria, okay. I lost my train of thought. I think that comes with like time working here at the university. Lucy, my brain cells are getting old. Okay, I'm gonna jump into what I wrote. Okay, that's gonna work for all of us here. Okay. Oh, I remember. Okay, so I worked with the records and registration folks. We have FERPA, so I have privilege to look at student information. I was once an academic advisor. I shifted over to becoming a mentor for social justice and helping our students navigate, and I'm part of the faculty and the staff here teaching our students how to advocate for themselves and advocate for change. And so anyway, okay, coming back. I wrote this. Okay, to our amazing volunteers for food and event prep for today's event, Dr. Heather Batchelder, would you stand up? She's in the back. She is so fantastic. I just wanted to say a word about Dr. Batchelder. She comes in every week with Wooch.Ji.Een. And let me tell you, this semester was a little hard on us with the administration and trying to understand things coming out of DC really fast. And we've had really fantastic faculty like Dr. Batchelder, Dr. Twitchell, Kaya. She's way up there. She was one of the first people that you met who welcomed you into the library space here. They have always, oh, and Ronalda, our Associate Vice Chancellor. Where are you, Ronalda? I know I just saw you. Will you stand up? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Ronalda. I have really nice things to say about you too, I promise. And then Janelle, she didn't want to talk today, but I'm gonna put her on the spot. Janelle is also one of our wonderful aunties in the back. Janelle Cook is our Financial Aid Director. If I forgot anybody, but these are the 5 leaders that consistently, with me, meet with Wooch.Een every week. And they were there celebrating the wins and also helping us like navigate concerns and confusion. And anyway, okay, I just want to say, Jo Marie Elba too, where are you at? Will you stand up, Jo Marie? Jo Marie is also one of our main cheerleaders for our students, and she has come in and out of the center through different clubs to like lend a helping hand of information, and we just want to say goodness cheese. And then we have Amy Richards, our career queen. Amy Richards is up on the stairs. Amy is a goddess. I just want you all to know that. She, like, if you need your life put back on track, if you need your life back on track, if you feel like maybe you might have gone astray, come and talk to Amy, okay? She'll get you back on track. Okay, I just want to say good cheese to our faculty and staff who are all here. My faculty and staff and my my chancellor, associate vice chancellor, vice chancellors, would you all stand up and wave? All my faculty and staff, doctors, Dr. Jeffrey, thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you. And then Wayne didn't stand up, and he's also one of our faculty too. I just want to say thank you, Chish Wayne. I just want to say thank you to all of you for being here to lift and love on our students and all the families who are here today to celebrate. Oh my gosh, Jessie, Diva, stand up. Jessie is one of my volunteer tutors who sits in the center every week to like pick our students up, go through their papers, chat about what's hot, what's not. So goodness cheese for connecting with our students. Okay. I want to thank our student leaders, Jordan, Michelle, Amelia, and Sierra. And I don't know who's all here, but if Jordan, Michelle, Amelia, and Sierra, if you folks would like come and raise your hands so we could see you. There's one student, 2, 3, okay. Would you folks stand up, and would my grads like stare at my 3 students who helped prepare gifts? Jordan, please stand up. Thank you. I appreciate you folks so much. Okay, you sit down. They prepared some lovely healing body butter. We got a little crazy when we were packaging the body butter, and so we put it in bags so that it wouldn't like get on your clothes, okay? But I promise you, what's in here is so beautiful. We harvested the plants for the plant ingredients that we used to make the body butter last spring, so and then kept it in the freezer. And the students just made this for you this past week, like amongst their finals. So we're really thankful that they were able to come in, create these for our graduates. Okay. To our library crew for being such gracious hosts for this event, Kaya and Carrie. I don't know if Carrie is with us today, but she's somebody behind the screen where you have to reserve. She makes sure that I have access when I need it. And then Kaya here is so fabulous. She made sure that all the lights were on, the doors were open and unlocked, and it's nice and warm. So goodness cheese, Kaya. To our Vice Chancellor, Lori Klein, our Dean of Students, Damien Medina, our Career Services Manager, Amy. Would you all like stand and raise your hands? Okay, so they're all right back here. Raise your hand, Dean Damien. On their resume, they can now include greeters. Thank you. They helped welcome you folks into the space, and I hope you folks felt welcomed and greeted, so thank you. Okay. Oh my gosh. I bet you folks are sorry that I got these readers, because now I'm just like, I'm gonna take my time. Okay. Okay, a special thank you to all of our speakers today who are coming up. We have a really nice lineup for you folks. I hope you appreciate their words. Oh my goodness, people online, we are streaming live. What camera am I looking at? Is that the camera over there? Okay. I know this is really weird, but could you folks even, you don't have to turn around, but could you all like raise your hands and wave? And I'll wave back. Thank you folks so much. That was to everybody who was online who can't be with us. We are streaming. It's on our YouTube page. So if you want to text really quick, if you go into YouTube and you type in University of Alaska Southeast, graduation celebration, it should pull you right to the stream that's happening right now. Okay. Oh my gosh. 24 years. And we lived through a pandemic. You would think it gets easy. It never gets easy saying goodbye. We loved up your students as best we could and tried to support, and here we are. I love this day. It's such a day of mixed emotions for me. We lean in deep with our students. UAS, we're tiny, but we're mighty, and our faculty and staff love the hell out of our students. There's some really precious people today walking across the stage that we're so proud of. We don't know their stories. We know some. But for everybody who showed up today to celebrate our students, Woosh.Ji.Een, thank you for traveling to come here and share this moment. We couldn't be prouder. Okay. Okay. I'm really proud of you folks, and now I'm gonna step away from the stage and invite. I haven't slept for a couple days because, you know, like some of our other organizers here, we're like, oh my God, did I remember to say this? Did I remember to buy that? Did I get this person to say something? Don't mind me. Okay, on that note, I have our two student MCs. We have Markela Kachatag, who is Takeaway, and she is one of the leaders for Wooch.Ji.Een. She's also my grandmother. I also want to invite Corinne. Her Tlingit name is Kanik. She is Raven Gana Khadi. She is my little mom, or my mom. She carries my mom's name, Kanik. She's also my daughter. She's also part of Wooch.Ji.Een. I'm going to turn this program over to them, and I'm going to get out of their hair. Goodness, cheese.
Welcome, everybody. My Tlingit name is Yachlahut, as Colleen, I don't know if she said that, actually. But my Tlingit name is Yachlahut, my Inupiaq name is Belong, and my Jupik name is Matlagwin. I'm Takeaway from Angoon, and I am from Unalakleet, Alaska, and I have family ties to Mikoryuk.
Kanika Aksai Ganachari Kagetlangan Hada Ayaka Kitchkan Kametlaka Lakwanda. My Tlingit name is Kanik, my English name is Corinne, and I'm Ganachari and Getlangan Hada from Ketchkan and Metlakatla. And thank you everyone for joining us and celebrating our graduates today.
Okay, we're gonna tell a joke, another couple jokes before we get into this. Okay. What do you call someone who refuses to join the dark side? Darth Hater.
If Vader competed in the Olympics, he'd be Darth Slick Skater.
Thank you guys for letting us tell our jokes. So now I'll be doing the welcome. First, I want to say congratulations to the families and friends of our graduates, and congratulations to our graduates for sharing this time with us all. Thank you and welcome to Chancellor Palmer, Associate Vice Chancellor Cadiente Brown, the Alaska Native Sisterhood, and the Alaska Native Brotherhood, Assembly Member Paul Kelly, and our faculty and staff. Woosh.Ji.Een Dance for joining us as we celebrate our guests of honor, our UA graduates.
So just a little bit of housekeeping. Right to the back on my left, we have an emergency exit. And then there's 2 bathrooms on this floor, right to the back on my right. And then upstairs there are, I believe, non-gender bathrooms upstairs. And then more exits to the left again. And then I will be inviting Aak'w to do a quick land acknowledgement.
Ik eer Woosh.Een Club Members. Ja, ik has ja stekat Kwaan has to ani ja Woosh.Een ja die iki. Ja stekat yakte hetan kunas cheese ja has to ani ja Aak'w Woosh.Ji.Een Dance. Has to ani. Ja stekat Cadiente has to ani to kunas cheese. The land that we are gathered on does not belong to us, but it belongs to the Aak'w. They are the Cadiente, the Woosh.Ji.Een, and the Woosh.Ji.Een Dance. We say goodness cheese for allowing us to gather on your land to host this gathering.
And then just another gonna teach to the Egan Library for letting us use this beautiful space. And gonna teach to SHI for sponsoring our parfait bar. I hope you guys are enjoying it.
Next on our agenda is the Aak'w welcome. So I will be inviting up Fran Houston to do an Aak'w welcome.
Woosh.Ji.Een. What a beautiful, beautiful day. I love it when it sunshines on graduation day. It's, think it named Sekuni. We're the first indigenous people of this area. And we welcome newcomers that come to the area, to this territory. And I would like to ask, just for my visual, I'd like to see the graduating individuals stand up. Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Congratulations to all of you. Woosh.Ji.Een. It is always so proud to see all of those that have worked so hard for years, months, and now they're going to venture on and go for their goals. And but first, I think they're going to have a nice vacation. They'll probably go to Disney World or go over, Hawaii or whatever, just to enjoy and relax. But I'm very, very proud of all of you, and not only just myself, but with the Aak'w people. We congratulate each and every one of you, and very, very proud of all of you. And it just fills my heart that to see all these beautiful graduates, and a special day for you. And I also like to have a comment about my ancestors. They're looking down on us right now. As you can tell, the sun is peeking out. They are happy also. So I wanted to throw that in there. I lost my train of thought. I think it's called Sometimers. But anyway, I'm just real happy. I'm overjoyed, and I'm very happy to be here to do this welcome, and to get hugs when I walked in here. That's special. I like to give hugs. I got lots of them, so I'm just overwhelmed to look at all the beautiful graduates. I really am. So thank you so much. And remember, I can't forget the parents. I can't forget the aunties and the uncles and the grandmas and grandpas. I can't forget them for coming here to see their loved one on this special day. So enjoy, and love to each and every one of you. Woosh.Ji.Een
Dance, Fran. Next, I would like to welcome up Chancellor Palmer for UAS welcome.
Thank you. My name is Aparna Dilip Nageshwaran Palmer, and I am fortunate enough to be the Chancellor of the University of Alaska Southeast. And on behalf of the university, I want to say welcome to all of you. I want to begin by telling the graduates congratulations. This is such a special day for you, and I want you to know that all of us at UAS are very proud of you. I also want to thank you for choosing UAS. Thank you for what you bring. Thank you for who you are. You make us better by being here. Today I want you to think about, what is your story? Stories are so important to human beings. Your story as a graduate is as important as the stories of your ancestors, the stories that have been passed down from family member to family member, the stories of your family and your friends that you are with today. They are all important, but your story is just as important. Why is it important to consider your story today? Your story helps to form your identity. Your story can help you as you travel through life. Your story can bring you strength in difficult times. Your story helps you remember how much you are loved. And your story should also tell you how precious you are on this earth. Stories are complicated. They include not only the happiest moments of your life, your light, but also moments of sadness, some darkness. They are filled with the times that you overcame challenges. They are filled with the times that you felt most vulnerable. They are filled with the times that you felt the deepest love. Your story, or the narrative that you choose, can change as you change and grow. As you look back, where once you saw yourself afraid, you may see courage. Where once you may have thought that you failed, you may now see success. Where once you saw ugliness, you may now see beauty. That is the magic of the stories that you tell yourselves and the stories that make up who you are. Remember that sometimes the most interesting stories are also the most complicated ones. They are filled with light, but also darkness. They are filled with mountains that you were able to climb and valleys that you made it across. Your triumphs can come after feeling like you failed. Your greatest lessons in life can come at the most unexpected moments. Remember that all of you, all of your stories are beautiful. They are rich. They are all worthy. Today, graduates, your story continues and burns bright. May your heritage light your way. May you be surrounded by the blessings of your ancestors. May the art, the culture, the languages, and the history of your people surround you and protect you as a cloak and make you proud of who you are, because that is what you deserve. May you find strength in the love and support that is expressed towards you today. May you live life knowing that you belong everywhere and that you are accepted for exactly who you are. Gunashchish Hawa Toyaksun Nusam, thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor Palmer, for that beautiful speech. Next, I will be welcoming up the Alaska Native Sisterhood to do a speech for the graduates.
Should have printed this out. Gunashchish Sakat Yuhan, Yak Yagi Yi, Tukuhani Yuchat Duasak, Blake Kena Khalisha Maria Yuchat Duasak, Chakna Khatsati, Kagwantan Ayachat, Lukahadi Yadi Ayachat. I'm honored to speak today as the president of Alaska Native Sisterhood Camp 70, Glacier Valley. Thank you so much for inviting us to celebrate with you today. We are so proud of you. It is a privilege to be here among families, educators, elders, and most importantly, with all of you, the graduates. The graduates, I lost my place already. I'm a graduate of UAS myself, and I love this school. My family, my mentors, my aunties, my uncles, my community, my teachers are what got me through. The math professor who stayed late to help me understand logarithms and functions, the auntie who fed me hot meals because I was subsisting on day-old donuts and coffee. So I hope that you will remember to call on us throughout your lives beyond your university experience. To the Native and AAPI graduates of the University of Alaska Southeast, you have accomplished something extraordinary. You have reclaimed your right to education and your right to be seen and validated for the ancestral knowledge you already have and continue to carry forward, and not just academic goals, but the dreams of your ancestors and the hopes of your communities. Today we honor Today we honor your perseverance, your courage, and your vision. This moment doesn't stand alone. You are part of a legacy built by generations before you. Your elders, educators, and organizers who paved the way through resistance, relationship, and advocacy. People like Dr. Kayistan Marie Olson, who began her studies at UAS in 1972 and played a key role in advancing the teaching of the Tlingit language and culture here on campus, and now has a scholarship in her name supporting Alaska Native Studies students. She, like so many ANS and AMB members, understood that education was and still is a critical tool for liberation. We must also recognize the powerful enduring bonds between our Alaska Native communities and our Filipino relatives. In the face of racism, discrimination, and labor exploitation throughout the 20th century, our peoples stood together. Alaska Native Sisterhood and Brotherhood worked alongside Filipino community leaders and families, especially during the civil rights era, to demand equity, fair treatment, access to education, and respect for our cultures. We shared union halls, community kitchens, and classrooms. We fought for better schools and stood shoulder to shoulder against injustice. That shared history lives on in the unity we see here today. Our communities continue to be strengthened by each other's presence, each other's songs, and each other's leadership. What's that saying? A rising tide lifts all boats. When we hold each other up, we all rise. And you graduates, you are the ones carrying that unity forward. Regardless of what field of work you're headed into, you are already making your ancestors and communities proud. The degrees you earn today will become part of your story, but it is your integrity, your values, and your commitment to learning and growing that will define your impact. As you go out into the world and continue your lifelong learning journeys, remember who you are. Remember where you came from, and continue to carve out spaces and places where you and your communities can thrive and be of service to each other. Let your heritage guide your choices. Let your community be your compass. As Changu Katie elder and educator Kingiste David Katzik reminded us, "Ya kids are gay. You are intelligent. All of you is always worthy. You have everything you need inside of you. Itu yeyati. You are brilliant and you are never walking alone." On behalf of Alaska Native Sisterhood Camp 70, I offer you pride, our blessings, our loyalty, and our support and membership, including all backgrounds, identities, and levels of commitment. We, along with our ancestors, Hashuka, our past, our present, and our future, are always with you as you continue forward. Congratulations, graduates. Gunashish, Ha'a, Doiksit Nusam, Salamat.
My name is Marcelo Quinto. I am president of Camp 70, Alaska Native Brotherhood, and have been for probably the last 15 years. My Tlingit name is Aak'w, which interprets lucky mouse, so I hope whatever I have to say to you people will be as well as my name carries. I want to congratulate all the graduates. It's an amazing feat that you've just completed. You know, you are now on your way to a new life and to new adventures. But in doing those adventures, you have also responsibilities, you know, and I want you to know that what you give to, and they're not just to they're to your family and to your children that you may have, and to your families who supported you all the way through. And really, what I want you to know is that people before you went through the same struggles. You as young people are the new leaders that are here today and that will carry on for your children and your families. It is the Alaska Native Brotherhood and the Alaska Native Sisterhood that started 100 years ago with young people and the support of the elders, because it was the elders who encourage those young people to move forward. As you're well aware of it in the history, you know that there were many, many struggles. And those struggles have continued even up today. But the people that have come before you have made a path that made a little bit easier for you to walk. When you think, and I can tell you, okay, as a young Native person and half Filipino, my father being the elder, the head of the household, I was not even considered an Indian by the federal government, and did not change until 1962. So we've come a long, long way from that. But that door is open, and it was opened by you people for your hard work. And where you take it is up to you. But I think what you really want to know today, and why we're here as the Alaska Native Brotherhood and Sisterhood, is that as leaders, you do have responsibilities. And no matter where you go, you know, those responsibilities are still there. We're not asking you to stay here in Juneau to carry on, you know, your leadership. But wherever you go, it is important that you give to that community and to the people that you are representing. You know, I see the history that you know, has gone on for the past number of years, and I tell you, I've been around here for well over 80 years, so I've seen an awful lot of changes happen. I want to say, you know, it is an amazing feat that you have places like SHI who came in and supported you here, as I just heard today. But not only that, is they open doors for you. And those doors are open today because of them. And it's up to you to keep them open. I think that this whole world is going to be changing. And you, as leaders, need to know where we're going and whether or not those are good moves for us. I see where we have today a real concerns about where our country is going. But it's up to you, because you are going to be the ones who are going to be taking their place to put us on the right path. But it is exciting. I mean, it's very exciting to see new people come forth and say, hey, you know what, I'm going to take my place and I'm going to work to show the way. And I'm looking forward to seeing that. And I hope that I'm still around to see some of the changes that you will bring to this country and to this state. But today, I think we're all really uplifted by what you have just done. And we want to say congratulations to all of you. It's a job well done. We know that you will carry on, you know, for yourself and for your family, and wish you a lot of luck. Thank you very much.
Gonna cheese to A and B and ANS for joining us on this beautiful morning. And before I invite Kune onto the stage, I feel like the most respectful thing to do is to tell a Star Wars joke. What does the Jedi Council use as a company car? A Toyota. Welcome, Kune.
Gonna cheese. Wooch.Ji.Een Hasati ya ade aya yan ya idlaqiya kadain ya yan tusakih Yayaki. Take the heen away. We yate. Ye our car. Please. Chakayek yan ekata. Chakayek yan ekata. Cha achdat at yek kwasani. Adat away you tachotank yayagi. Dachtihin away. Singitani awa a shawat it. An kashaku. Waka. Shashakik a kakaya. Shitahini kuu. Kadakka. Aak'w awe shashakik e hasputian. Yak. Just yak ye ti kuu. Hashwitzenich. Atlein atka we kate. Has to eat with the sheets. Gashway at Katu Adi, a cow, a has to yago yikde away our trade. Has to Kately, has to sheech. Ye away, Hayago away, Hayago hisati. Hasha shakir. Gash ohansu. Hakadeya shanal etaya yashinget anika yakis. Ye hagachis necho al de katjuhan to wushetzintin. Yata aya chosatin ya at 8 yuch atutli at has chosatin ya kayastan. Kalkaw, Kechne, Kwayinak. Do dataya you took the tongue, Konachwaya Giel Tuchkla. One Kanins Hanakhas wu Adi, Hashukade. Akaya Yanda ye Hasayan the Snain, Ya Achyan to Adiye. Aka. Hashukach haskuch sati. A jawewe to nik. Wooch.Een to the nuke. Kawutu sakuda yaksa. Eka to nik. Ya achilk danawak. For oyo ka yisitin sha shakik. Yisaku wasa yitikaya has to kusti we ask Kwaan. Goshye ji. Wasa has kutzati yuk. Tachledzi. Chayek genki awit at ktai ko a. Has to khadi. Woosh.Ji.Een al shat. Ye we ha kusti itsu. Chakuti sakach at the katuhan. Chosaku ka igachile tu. Yiji nach aya. Ye Canadain ha yu katangi ka yik nach. Adeji ne ye eka ya yitlak. Ajawe kegachletin ayas the katayeji ne. Kechnehin away kin gestichan na kawani guncha go kan away the silk. Yak yikt away konach kaudua. Kaudua yet aya we hin. Chayukaya the silk a chewa woos. Dasa ye achchake. Oka tlek dasa. The silk sing it at was cool. Wukenas ach. Hin kanach. Yet atki kanach. Eo to ishtu. Klek the hin haina kawanig. Yeo to a Ji.Ji nach aya ya kanatsis. The kata yu katangi kahakusti. Yidat ko a kochte yanas ach. Kochte yanas ach yijik. Kochte yanas ach yich eid. Yigo ayach kwan. Ijiye yeti aya ya atwasku. Ya yakuske de kate. Has tu jite gachiti. Ya had the chankisani. Ha ite kaku. Ajwe wasa ach tu ukleke. Chosaku. Eka. Je gach tu glaks de katu han Wooch.Een. Gonna cheese. So I cheated and I had one little phrase that I had to read. Every time I go to talk, I think of my grandmother, Nora, who said, "No notes. Can't even write nothing on your hand." I was like, oh, gee, called out. We're so proud of everyone who has made an accomplishment here. And this includes your families, your friends. You're leading the way for future generations to do the exact same thing, which is a worldwide reclamation of indigenous being. As I sit here, I was thinking, I had this quote from Tuskegee Susie James, who's maybe my favorite storyteller. And there's this line where Raven says, "Hey, tide, just hold on for a second, because the world was flooding." He's like, just be still for a second. I have a job to do. I thought, twice the world has flooded as far as we know. Once when Raven defeated his uncle, and his uncle became the moon. And again, through geologic happenings. The second time we know the most about. A lot of people lived on the mountaintops, or they went inland. The ones who lived on the mountaintops, they had these rock piles where they would tie their canoes. And they say only the ones who had dogs would survive, because everything was trying to climb into their boats and the dogs would bark. So sometimes this world floods upon us. And when it does, we look to people who have courage. I think about a lot of people who stood here. I think about a lot of people who did things through the A&B, through the ANS. When I look at this podium here, I see Marie Olson. I see Cyril George. I see Nora Dowenhauer. I see Richard Dowenhauer. I think of them a lot in the work that we do. And they're so happy to see what we have done. There's things that we're figuring out about how to teach people languages, how to get them talking, how to take back spaces and time. And that's something you all are part of. And you're showing by your work and dedication that it's possible to come back from a near extinction event. They almost completely wiped us out, which was the intention of people. But I thought about this, and I thought, you are the boats that keep us afloat in the flood. You're the mountaintops that we can live upon. You're the ones who show people that it's possible to go from a generation of not speaking our language to a generation who speaks it and teaches others and talks it everywhere and makes it through the mistakes and the hard times and the lack of confidence. And you all are going to be the medicine that pulls us out of this. No pressure. You're just saving worlds, whatever. But as I think of this and these things that, I remember one time we did this wonderful thing. And I showed it to Nora and she cried, and Richard Dowenhauer had recently passed away. She said, "I wish he could have seen it." I said, "But he's always with us." So some of you have gone, like, we know what it means to go through a hard time. The way that life, it's like all these stories prepared us, all these floods, all these tides. They prepared us for these things. And I think about that because sometimes you're going to lose people. And then, but what happens is they go ahead of you and they prepare this trail that we walk on, which is why they say, the trail has been prepared for us. And those are important words. Those are important things to think about as you go forward. And that trail gets wider. That trail gets more clear. That trail gets easier. It gets more well lit for these future generations. Because what we want them to say is, boy, this is not hard at all. And the reason for that is because people came through with an intention of always thinking of our future generations. And I think about two more things. My clan grandfather, Austin Hammond, would say, if you look up on the mountains, you might think, how can those trees even survive? The weather's so rough. The soil is so thin up there. The snow gets so deep, the wind blows so hard. He says, but underneath the surface of the land, those roots are intertwined. That's how our culture is. That's how our people are. To hold on to each other, to support each other, to avoid the pitfalls of gossiping and being hurtful to one another, to being what we call kadaduk, solid, healed, complete. And one time, David Katzig shared that he was with his grandfather, James Chanat, whose Tlingit name was Guncha Kuakan. And the water was really calm. And his grandpa says, do you hear it? He goes, I don't hear anything. And he says, Tlingit wisdom is sounding off. You could just hear it on the water. You could hear it on the land. And so one time Herman Davis told us he thought we were losing everything. Thought it was going to be all gone. But he says, now it's echoing back. It's echoing back through your hands, through your mouths. We're so proud of this accomplishment today. It's no small thing to walk through these things, to become a speaker of Tlingit, Hatkil, Spelgach. And we celebrate as we gain strength together because of you and what you've done. It's a day of celebration for you. Gunach-Chi-Tlin, Yikechawe.
Okay, our next speaker will be the UAS PITAAS gifting Ronalda Cadiente.
Good afternoon, or good morning. It's still morning, but I just want to compliment the lead speakers today. You're doing a great job. And today I'm very pleased to bring forward the PITAAS program, Preparing Indigenous Teachers and Administrators for Alaska Schools. It happens to be the 25th anniversary of this particular scholarship for our Indigenous scholars. And I'm reminded the beautiful Alaska Native Sisterhood and Brotherhood represented here today, that I was graduating from high school and received a scholarship that I hadn't applied for, actually. It was a total surprise when I went across the stage and scholarships were announced. And what struck me most was that it was a scholarship that was built on love and care and honoring the importance of education. While the college I attended was a private school and very expensive, this scholarship represented so much to me in terms of its value, in its belief in me. And so I treasured that recognition, and to the point that I would send them my grades, and I would check in when I'd come home from college to let them know, that I was still at it and working hard. And I know the elders that worked very hard in raising the funds to create those scholarships, and so it had meaning upon meaning upon meaning, so layered, that it was my motivation as an undergraduate. I think first and foremost, our Alaska Native people have always valued learning and education. And certainly you would hear it oftentimes in spite of some of the hardships and challenges that we would face in school settings, in often being perhaps feeling ignored. All of the challenges that I understand as an educator are a challenge in depth and breadth that are expected of educators to be all things to all people. I think the work that I dedicated myself to in the field of education has been to, as my husband would say, knock the door open and step inside and be present. And we do that by our scrutiny of improved curriculum expectations, of improved relationships with teachers, and advocacy. You know, it goes on and on and on. I so appreciate, Renee, that you brought so many elders into this space as well, that I had the privilege perhaps of even knowing their parents. So yes, I've been around for a while and dedicated to that. But I you know, that hearing that lesson of how important education is. Within the PITAAS program, preparing Indigenous teachers and administrators for Alaska schools, we have some pretty impressive data, and I wanted to share a little taste of it for you. We have 3 scholars adding to our reference of data. I have followed up, sometimes it felt like stalking, honestly, but have followed up with all of our graduates from inception of the program, knowing if they're have received certification through the Department of Education, the graduate levels, the degrees, on, and then following them into what districts they're working with. As of last fall, and I have 3 scholars to add, we have had 172 scholars through, and I might point out that the requirements changed a little bit in 2011 when I stepped into university work from the school district. But it changed that you had to have junior standing in college and or above, and that you had education as or a content area as a requirement. And we've had 172 scholars successfully complete, and we have supported 267 degrees and endorsements. And if you think about it, those are years and years of individual determination and fortitude to achieve completion. And we also had an opportunity to underwrite in support of, not in entirety, but 5 PhD students and 5 superintendents. And so it's been such a reward to work with students and to see the determination that they have and the desire to make a difference for all students. So today, it was mentioned that I have gifts. We decided that we didn't want to overburden our graduates with something in addition to carry for those that are completing as part of the PITAAS program, but we will mail them this time. But also, since we're on camera, if you're in the room, if you would please come forward. And I have Levi Reinhardt. And Levi has secured a Bachelor of Arts in Indigenous Studies and Alaska Native Languages, and in addition, an Indigenous Language Teaching Certificate. So. And Alexander Swan. And Alexander has achieved a Bachelor of Arts in Elementary Education. And Sarah Brown, Master of Arts in Teaching Secondary Education. And it's always maybe perhaps obvious, but just a reminder that how much our faculty and staff are there for students and determined to provide support, and then how much we learn in this setting and in higher education. But I know that I do want to recognize appreciation of faculty too, past and present, that I know they've touched so many lives. And then lastly, I just to appreciate further that we have within the education department more students, and I'm pleased to say that there are additional scholarships to support our education students. Today is just an opportunity to highlight the Preparing Indigenous Teachers and Administrators for Alaska Schools. And that program really took off in, I think, 2012, 2013, and mostly it was word of mouth. Our graduates are representing over 30 of the 54 school districts across the state of Alaska, actively engaged in teaching, and that's pretty incredible. So thank you very much for your time. Congratulations, all graduates, and I appreciate that we have representation from the School of Education faculty here today as well. Woosh.Ji.Een Dance.
Gonna cheese Ronalda. Next, I would like to invite AAPI Club mentor Jo Marie Alba. We have a joke request. One second. How does Han Solo like to start his day? With a hot cup of Java. Welcome.
Magandang araw sa iyong lahat. Ako ay si Jo Marie Alba. Nagtatrabaho ako bilang Alaska Native Student Retention Specialist dito sa Universidad. Ang pamilya ko ay Filipino. Tagalog kami ng Luzon. Galing Luzon. Nagpapasalamat akong magbahagi sa mga salita sa inyo. Woo. So it is tradition that whenever I speak on a graduation stage, I cry. We're gonna see if I can break that tradition today. Malaking karangalan ang makapagtapos ng kohelyo. At mas espesyal pa ito dahil kayo ang kauna-unang batch ng mga nagtapos mula sa AAPI Club. Ang pagtatapos ninyo ay hindi lang tagumpay para sa inyo, kundi para rin sa komunidad ng inyong tinungulan buuin. Kayo ang nagsimula ng isang espasyo ng mas may lugar, espasyo ng pagkakaisa, lakas at kultura. At dahil diyan, mas may lugar na ngayon ang AAPI students sa universidad. Maraming salamat. Graduating college is a great honor. It's even more special today because this is our first batch of graduate from the AAPI Club. Though they are not the first of our relatives to graduate from this university, I would just like to point out that this is a pivotal moment for UAS and for the AAPI community. Your graduation is not only an achievement for you, but also for the community that you helped build. You have created a space of unity, strength, and culture. And because of that, future students now have a greater place at our university. So thank you very much. And from the bottom of my heart, congratulations on your success. And before I step off the stage, I want to leave you with an idea. Salmon and rice. Why? Salmon and rice. Match made in heaven. Comfort food. We had a Japanese scholar here a couple years back, and he was studying how the impacts of the Japanese market for herring, sea urchin, sea cucumber was affecting the communities of Southeast Alaska. And he was so excited. He got to go all over Southeast, and all these communities welcomed him, and they'd always make salmon and rice. And he thought, oh, they're making rice for us. And he told me this story of like how he went through the communities. The first time, he's like, oh, they're making rice for me and my family because we're Japanese. We're so thankful. Thank you, thank you. And then the more time he spent in the communities, he realized, like, no, wait a second. That's just what they eat. That's what. I'm not that special. But it is a metaphor. Salmon and rice, right? How long has the indigenous community been eating salmon with rice? That's the question I thought of. I don't know. That is how long our communities have been integrated with one another. That is how long, like, we can't even remember when salmon and rice became a dish. It is just comfort. We know that together it is delicious. It is a reminder, salmon and rice, that we are not on this journey alone, and that together, the AAPI communities and the indigenous communities make one delicious dish. Maraming salamat. Thank you for allowing me to speak today and to share my words. It is an honor. Graduates, yeah, congrats. Party.
Thank you, beautiful Jo Marie, for that speech. I really enjoyed it. Next on our agenda is the Woosh.Ji.Een Dance Group performance and gifting.
Ooh, get ready, we're gonna crowd surf.
Oh, yeah.
There's no crowd surfing.
Okay. If we could have our drummers come on up on the stage right here, that would be fantastic. Oh my goodness. We have over 170 people here. I had my husband up there like counting. And then since then, we've probably had another 10 to 15 people roll in. So I want to say, goodness Chish, so much. Thank you so much for joining us. You could be anywhere right now, but you folks came here. So, okay, turn it over to Lyle.
Ya shia ya khlis ko has ya tika chuktinedi has to at uwu ya ki pandach ya a long time ago My great-grandfather, Adam James, composed this song, and he gifted this to his in-laws, who he married into, the Aak'w people of Wrangell. This song belongs to the Woosh.Ji.Een, the dog salmon clan that swims in the grass at high tide. A long time ago, when he was sitting at his window, you could see out in the water this loon, and the waves made it look as though it was dancing. So he began to tap on the table, and he began to sing with, hey, ah, hey, ah, hey, ah, ah, hey, ah, hey. When he was singing, that loon was dancing with him. And there was a part of the song where you hear the men and the women call back and forth. That was my grandfather and the loon calling back and forth to each other. Today, we want to sing this because we know one of our relatives is graduating today, who is Nanya Ayi.
Wayne, please come forward. We have a special presentation. We actually have two special presentations. Wayne is going to do one with Kevin, and then if I could invite Lyle Could you start handing out these and the body butter and the roses? Could the vase be passed around, or could dancers come up and grab a rose?
Goodness, cheese. Could I have Lynn Trebian and Skay Du'u come up, please? These young people are graduating, and they've participated in beginning, intermediate, advanced carving classes, and as graduating a few years ago, I started a little thing about making a feather box, and we have 2 feather boxes for each of our graduates. They have an eagle feather, and I hope in their future, whatever the eagle sees, you can see through their eyes as they soar above in the skies. And I'm very proud of each and every one of you that have made this, and I look forward to your future as leaders and what you can do. And I've enjoyed all the time in the class together, and yeah, congratulations and Goodness Cheese. Goodness Cheese.
If I could have all of our graduating students please stand up and stay standing for this next song. Okay, you have an instruction. As the dancers are coming out to dance out flowers and body butter to you, what we're gonna ask you to do, to the best of your ability, is to hold it up and dance. Okay, that's your only instruction. And Lyle's gonna introduce the next song.
So this next song that we're going to sing is a collaboration between Ronalda, Shakakadi, Takilach, Kanakadi, Kakatsu, Kitlish. My wife, Takilach, came up with this idea to compose a song with multiple clans so that when we sing the song, anybody can sing it who is indigenous to Alaska. These words come from an elder who used to teach here at this university. His name was Kingiste David Katik. He was Shangu KD, child of Ganak Tedi. So the words are Iqadud Letin. You are precious. This is how we feel here at this university about all of you students here today. You are precious to us. You are precious to your families. We are so excited to celebrate you folks today. So that's why we wanted to sing this song today. Ich adut Latin. Ich adut Latin. Cook.
Okay. You folks did such an incredible job. You get an A+ for following the assignment. Wonderful job. Okay, so we're at the end of our program. There's two things before we do our last song that we need to make sure. Number one, that our grads, if you have your your robes and your whatever you're wearing for commencement, that you are starting to head out with us. So we're going to invite our grads to please join us up front. So anybody who's graduating, please come forward and join our dancers. I promise you it's going to be harmless.
Solo dance.
No solo dance. No dollar bills.
Venmo?
No Venmo. No Monopoly money. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is our grads. Now, families, don't panic. We need our grads to head over to the rec center, and we have a bus service that is on every 5 minutes. They are going back and forth between here and the rec center. There is no parking at the rec center. If you parked out here, you got the best spot. Okay, once our parking lot here is full, then people will probably have to park on the side of the road, and we don't want that. So everybody, we're gonna let our grads dance out, and you folks are welcome to dance too, but we're gonna invite our grads to dance out to like get on the bus to get to the rec center because they need their robes steamed, okay? We're being live streamed, not only here, but over at the rec center. And as I understand it, KTOO said, which is another local TV and radio, they have big cameras over there who are gonna like zoom right in. So we wanna make sure that you folks are steamed and ready to go, okay? Are you, excuse me?
Yawashuk. Yitu kliqe aya takyaki away klingich to ultuch. Ka ya yidat hashilko hazin yuch the tan. I forgot to mention my wonderful, tremendous auntie, Satuk Linda Ballardi, who, if anyone's going to smile the biggest upon your achievements, it's going to be you. She studied Tlingit with us every single night for probably the last 7 years. She was just such a wonderful human being. Cheesh.
Goodness, cheese for that. Also, for our grads who are here, before you leave, yes, I'm so sorry, Amy, yes. Back there where Amy is holding a stole up, if you folks, if you don't have regalia and you would like to use one of the beautiful stoles, we would be so honored if you folks would rock that. Put it with your, and while you're getting your gown steamed, you could get your stole steamed. And then I will stay around to witness all of you folks walk across the stage. And then I will try to wait until after you've had your pictures taken with your families, maybe outside, because there's no rain yet, knock on wood. We are a rainforest though, so it's expected. Anyway, I will try my best to like wait for you folks outside of the building over at the rec center after you've already crossed the stage and the commencement's over. Okay.
So this song, my wife, Dr. Kitlech, composed back in 2008, and it was to remember a relative who was a graduate of DeVry, who was a veteran, and who was an advocate for all our languages and our way of life. So for all those who are making changes within their communities, which are exactly what you folks are doing, you graduates here today, you are going to be the face of change of tomorrow. You are the face of change now because you are, think about it, we weren't meant to be here, right? You folks are the next giants that we look forward to seeing. So goodness cheesh for never giving up. Yikwaya Kwaan and dance hard. Families, if you folks wanted to stand up and dance for your graduates as they dance past you, please do. At the beginning of the song, you'll see us hold our hands up. It's for all those who couldn't be here today and for all those who may have gone too soon. So, Gunchish. Dachis Aak'w. Dachis Aak'w. Gook.